Hello everyone. Time to solve some chess puzzles. Um, the goal of this channel, basically, I enjoy puzzles so much. It's like pretty much all I do in chess now, and I've done like 3,000 or 4,000 puzzles over the last, I don't know, year or so. I'm not going to claim to be the best chess player in the world. I'm not. I'm an amateur. I used to play kind of seriously when I was younger. That dropped off when I was like 13 years old. Kind of got back into chess a little bit in the last 10, 15 years, with the sort of rise of the online chess phenomenon. Um, Played a lot online. But one of my main problems as a chess player is I'm slow. And that became sort of immediately apparent when I started playing online. Blitz and bullet and all this kind of stuff. I simply cannot do that. It's like my brain just doesn't work that fast. And I'm trying to do puzzles because I think that might help. Because ultimately, I would like to play more actual games. I do still play some from time to time, but I mostly stick to rapid because I can kind of cope with that, and I get pretty decent results, sort of in line with what I think my over the board rating actually is. Um, so yeah, but I just enjoy the puzzles a lot anyway. I've got really into it as its own thing, and I thought I would share some of this with you. And um, it's a bit of fun, nothing serious. Just want to share my sort of thought process when I'm solving puzzles. If you're a beginner, maybe this will help you. Um, but yeah, let's just jump in. Just loaded this one up before I started the stream, and yeah, let's jump in. So, what have we got here? We've got the king's just moved, the white king, for some reason. It looks like a very odd move to have played. Um, because he wasn't in check. So I'm getting a little bit distracted by that fact. Like, what? Why did he play that? Anyway, so material-wise, we're looking at. Looks like we're even in terms of pieces. He's up a pawn. My king doesn't look totally safe either. Sort of in a weird square. Um, this bishop's quite nice. Um, and I also have this queen potentially coming in straight away to harass the white king. So that sort of looks to me like the most obvious candidate move is simply bringing the queen in. Because if he runs this way, which is one of the options, this is checkmate, which means he has to run this way. And the king's sort of getting into quite a dangerous position, I would say. I can check him again here. Then he can block with the bishop. I'm not sure that works. I suppose this is an option as well. This might be better because in this case, so let's say he goes here. I'm not sure it's any different actually. I think all we can do then is go here, then he goes here. Then we either repeat or go here, and that's the same as if we go here. There must be a difference between those two moves though. Because I'm pretty sure all the puzzles, there's never two moves that are the right moves. From what I understand, I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know. But I kind of feel like if I can sort of force the king out here somehow, while still having this check and still having the queen, let's say here, the queen then has the option to come over here, which would be checkmate if the king is here. It feels like that's what I've got to try and do. Is it actually doable? And I guess the other option is bishop check. Looks a bit. I'm not really sure that works. King here. I don't really see a follow-up to that. So oh, wait a sec. This is different. Okay, so if I go here, if the king goes back this way, I can check here, then he has to go here, then that is checkmate. Which means, if I go here, he has to come this way, which is what we want, because then this, I believe, is checkmate. So how's that different? So if I go here first, king here, that's checkmate. If I go here, king here, then check here, he can block with the bishop, so that's the difference. So yeah, it's got to be this. Oh, he's gone the other way. I didn't even spot that, but that can't be good for him. Yeah, that's just checkmate in 2 now. So boom, 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 I think. Okay, stops there. Fine. So that's the first puzzle down. Let's keep going. Okay, so what's going on here? Both sides appear to be pretty underdeveloped. Like there's not many pieces that can do much here. Well, first thing I'm spotting is we've got a discovery. If this bishop moves, we're checking. So that's a very, 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 very high of candidate moves. What else is there? We can take the pawn back, which doesn't really seem to help us immediately. You know, it's kind of creating a weakness for us either here or on this file. What else is there here? This bishop can't really achieve anything right now. Yeah, so I think it has to be a bishop move. There's no other option here. So the question is, what's the best square for this bishop? So if we check along this file, there's 2 options when you're in check. You can block it, so I guess that's a possible move. Queen's probably not going to be a move because he's not going to want to give up his queen for a rook. This probably isn't a move because this pawn's covering. So bishop here looks like his only defense. So I don't know, let's say, I don't know, instinctively this looks the most natural. So let's say we do that. Bishop here. I'm sort of thinking that, you know, if I can hold this pin on the king, there might be a way to gang up on this bishop. And by that I mean, you know, we've got the potential of this bishop. We've already got the rook attacking it. We've got the potential, once this bishop's out of the way, of doubling up with the queen. The king counts as a defender. The queen counts as a defender. That's 2 defenders of the bishop. That's potentially 3 attackers, which could be winning material. However, I'm noticing that if the bishop's here, there's this sort of block. I'm also seeing that if this bishop is here, you know, I'm not actually calculating exact sequences here. I'm just sort of observing things. Let's say this bishop's here, being defended by the queen and the king. If this bishop is here, and I take this bishop, I guess I can take with the rook. So that's, I was sort of thinking that maybe we can distract the queen away from the bishop. I don't think we can. I think the rook can just take back. Okay. Interesting. So I'm a little bit stumped. Okay, the discovery feels like the right thing to do, but I'm not seeing what the follow-up is. Bishop here, bishop here. We can sort of stop him from castling, I guess, by playing queen here, but then he can trade bishops if he wants. I have to take with the queen. I guess I'm threatening this pawn. I'm no longer threatening to take here. He could, in theory, castle there, or he could check me. Which I'm not too scared of. The king can always hide behind the pawn. So what is the winning idea here? Maybe you should think about other bishop moves. This just seems wrong. You know, it's lining up with the king, but how does that help? So this sort of gives us this square. In some cases, because this pawn is pinned, can't take like that. But what piece can I then get there? The piece that is the candidate for getting there is the bishop, and the bishop is the one that is here. So, you know, we don't have any knights that can jump in. And as always, this bishop is just covering this as well. So I start to worry when I get to this point in the puzzle, because this feels like the most logical move, but I'm not seeing the concrete follow-up, so it makes me worry that I've missed something. But what other possible move is there? You know, he's not far away from developing a couple of pieces and getting his king safe, so I feel like now's the time to attack. I'm going to take a risk here. Don't want to waste everyone's time, so let's go for that. Nope. This is a very low, well actually it's a 2747 puzzle. It's fairly high rated, but I'm clearly missing something. So let's go back. Let's go with the second idea. I think this is the second best candidate. So let's try that. Okay, that is apparently it. Interesting. Oh, I see. Right. The reason potentially for that is because now maybe we have this, and he can't block with the pawn anymore because of the pin. Yeah, I missed that. But isn't he still... He's still got two defenders right now. We've only got one attacker. That equals 2. But he can't actually defend it with a third piece, can he? But can he not just take... No, he can't take that because it's covered by the queen. Okay, yeah, I think this is... Okay, so there's some sort of spike check there. Maybe need to be a bit careful here, because... Well, we have to take with the king, actually, because we need to maintain this pin. So this must be the right move. Okay, now he castles. Now he's giving up the bishop, essentially. In fact, we may be winning more material here if we take with the bishop. So forking these guys. Yeah, okay. So I saw the right move. I didn't quite follow it through the way I should have done, but that happens sometimes. Enjoyed that puzzle. It was a good one. It just shows you that even in a what looks like a very undeveloped position, tactics can just come out of nowhere. You know, it's like especially when you start getting pins, discoveries, and things like that. Tactics just flow out of that kind of thing, and can often win you the game. And yeah, that was a good one. I like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Managed to do a couple of puzzles there, and there'll be more to come. You know, I really love doing this, and hopefully you found that useful or enjoyable in some way. If you did, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.